Hey there, folks. Another video today. This time, an open boxing, which I've never done before. Not the standard kind, though. This actually is a box sent to me by, if you remember the previous video where I was out for 5 days with a client, snow climbing, rock climbing of different kinds, and afterwards he sent me this package, and we both decided that if I open this up in terms of a video, it might be sort of fun. I have no idea what's in it. It does say on the side, though, no compromises, win-win, which was part of some of the things that we talked about. So I'm gonna open this up. This is probably the only open boxing I ever do in my life. And I am sort of excited. Although I will say, the guy boxed it as if his life was on the line. So that's what we've got here. Turn this on the side. A little bit more difficult to open than I was hoping for. So thanks, James. All right, we're getting there. We're getting closer. This could be the moment of truth right here. No guesses as to what it is, but probably has something to do with an outdoor thing. Oh, look at that. It looks like it's almost a care package. So we'll see what the first thing is, that if it has anything to do with no compromise or win-win. Themes of our time together. Oh, look at that. A carabiner. Nice. Wow, a 3-stage carabiner. And it actually looks like it might be slightly used, so that's good. So he sends me a used carabiner. And then this got this little clip doodad so it stays in alignment. Oh, that's nice. Nice, safe thing. Maybe he used it when he was out there. I don't remember seeing that, but it could have been. All right, so we'll leave that as is. We'll go to the second thing, and we'll see. All right, another used carabiner. All right, so that's good. And I have a feeling this is from a company that he uses, and I said that I wouldn't use, but let me see. I'll get back on that one. So let's see, a little note in here. I noticed you didn't have anything from Climb Tech. I scored this off a climb in Puerto Rico. Use at your own risk. Kids like the girl from the bad side of town. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but we'll leave it at that. Oh, I forgot the note about the first one. First used carabiner says the best carabiner for belaying with a Grigri auto-locking small wire gate. It is especially great for newbie climbers like yourself. All right, that's good. So now he's starting the sarcasm for real, and I got a feeling that's just going to continue. The tape job here is extraordinary. A little bit of Scotch tape. Now, what do we have here? Oh yes, the quality of these carabiners is actually going down, I think. I'm not sure. This doesn't even have a manufacturer on it. Might be a nice key ring, but it's got the famous little hook right here that he knows I hate. So he's just trying to get on my nerves. Let's see if he says anything about this. Okay. So this one says, seeing as how you are already a totally unloyal, I thought you might as well be good at it. Oh, he calls me an unloyal whore, I think in regards to outdoor gear manufacturers. I checked later and realized your Rocky Talkies had a Trango beaner, according to my research. This Metolius was my first ever rock candy at the crag. Oh, so he got this. I don't know where he thinks it's a Metolius because I don't see anything about that. But maybe it's written in invisible ink. All right, so on and on. I feel so special now. And it looks like he actually took some time, but he's mostly just getting rid of stuff. Oh, look at this, a Burt's Bees. And is this one, oh, new. It's not a used one. And then we've got, what do we have here? Okay, let's see what it says. This combo alone could end up saving you thousands at Gossamer Gear at your back. Please send picture of 0.46 gram chapstick next to your lifetime supply of degraded tape. So I was carrying a roll of tape for first aid purposes that was already 2 years old, probably had lost a bunch of its adhesion, but I was carrying that in the same little stuff sack that I was carrying a Gossamer Gear 0.0052 grams of lip balm in an emergency little, when I say little, I mean like a thimble size container. He thought that was very funny, that I was so, that my ultralight skills were so pathetic. So I don't know exactly what this is. Oh, this is the tape. Oh, this is how he does it. So he takes this leukocyte tape and he puts it on little tiny rolls like this, and that saves, in his mind, quite a bit of weight. So he passed that on to me. Unfortunately, these look like the same condition of the tape container roll that I was carrying, so this probably won't stick to anything but the old Metolius carabiner that doesn't say Metolius on it. But that's good. We're having fun. We are enjoying our care package. Oh, here we go. Oh, this looks like something ultralight. Tom, to save a gram, don't take the USB micro and USB adapter unless you're bringing something that has USB port. Seems obvious, but in 5 days together, I realized I should mention it. So clearly, he is critiquing and highly critical of my ultralight abilities. So he's helping me out with this very ultralight setup right here. So, and he probably shaved about 12 grams off my pack. And let's see what the next potential ultralight item is. And I like that he's just using a little bit of tape. Oh, look at this. Wow. I don't know what this is. Oh, this looks like some sort of ultralight parachute cord in 2 different thicknesses, diameters. And let's see what these are for. I can hardly imagine. This Dyneema core polyester sheath string is super strong and super light. The 1 millimeter, that would be this one I suspect, holds approximately 100 pounds, and the 2.3 millimeter holds 225 pounds before knots. These are before knot strengths. Buy more at dutchwear.com of ripstopbytheroll.com if you like it. Oh, so this is just a tester, a little sample for me, and I like the case that it comes in, but I will say that probably adds a few grams to the scenario rather than just rolling around your finger and tying it off in some sort of knot. But be that as it may, it is a tremendous gesture, and it's like it never ends. I don't know how he got this many things in the box, but it's pretty exciting. Now we've got this right here. This looks like this could be another sarcastic used item. Oh, an extra for fuel. Oh, 155 milliliters handwritten in there. So obviously, because he doesn't have a whole lot to do in a given day, he probably could measure it. Okay, let's see. By the way, his YouTube channel is 35 and retired, and it is well worth watching. This young man has figured a few things out. Maybe not so much in the ultralight realm, but certainly some things in life. So it's worth taking a gander over at his YouTube channel. And plus, he's helping me with this YouTube channel. So maybe if you like anything that's going on in the first 2 episodes here, you can go, oh, well, maybe we'll check this other guy out. All right, I think these are actual for real carabiners. These are for traditional lead climbing. Not 100% sure that I'm going to use it for that, but if you forget the figure 8, don't use these with a munter, but otherwise these are useful and light little carabiners. Okay, I do have some of these, but I think I'll find a use for them. A key ring or a keychain, or I can put them on my pack and be color coordinated. So thank you. It is a great gift on that, and plus they're new, so I'm really jazzed about that. All right, so now we're moving on. Looks like we've got about 250 more things. So my wife asked how long this video might go, and I told her you know, maybe 10 minutes. But the reality is, I think we're already at 10 minutes and I'm still opening gifts. I had no idea. Okay, whoa, what is this? Oh, look at this. This is like a bunch of credit card size things about different knots. I wonder if that's some sort of commentary about my inability to tie effective knots. But man, you can't beat that. And so what he says is, these could be a cool gift for your participants or to keep in your pocket to refresh your failing memory when you have to tie a munter after forgetting your what you know about after forgetting. Well, you know what I mean. They also make more gear, more general use knot cards, which can be better for non-climbers like yourself. All right. Well, I think his doubting of my skill set is clearly coming through in some of these gifts. I probably will have to send him something in the mail that checks his ego at the door, but I don't know what that would be. But maybe I'll send him a boat anchor and call it Ultra. All right, here we go. We got something coming on here. Oh, look at this. It's it looks like an old phone case. And then it says, this is an awesome case for the outdoors. I bought 5 of them on clearance for $4 each before they discontinued them. Loser. It's my middle name in the tab. Wait, it's my middle name in tab. I don't know. I'll have to ask him about that one. I don't think I understand that one. And I don't think it's going to fit my phone. But we'll see. And if it did, that would be cool. All right. So now we're on. I think there's only one left. So now, let's see what we got here. Oh, yes, he did say he was going to send this. I can't remember what this is, though. I think something about, I don't know, some electronic device. Electronics escaped me a little bit here. It says, download the Gover app. Yep, okay, Govee app, and find someone in this century to help you with the temperature humidity code. Oh, that's right, on your phone. It isn't waterproof, but has lasted me 4 years without issue. If you don't enjoy reading after the trip, pass it off to someone. So someone else who doesn't disdain numbers as much as you do. Oh yeah, we definitely talked about numbers while we were out there, and one conversation was about how many times people will validate themselves via numbers, how fast they were, how strong they are, whatever, how light their pack is, that sort of thing. So we had ongoing discussions about numbers. I told him that I tried not to live by numbers, and so then, as you notice, he is sending me things that have numbers in them, everything from 155 milliliters to a daily record you can have of humidity that you can track supposedly while you're out there. I think that's what that's for. So this is an interesting one here. I have a feeling, oh my gosh, look at this. This is a titanium. I wonder if this is that stove. We had ongoing comparisons between his stove and my stove, and he sent me the whole thing. Oh my gosh. This is a spoon that he carved, which I thought was about the coolest thing there. The thing you'll have to look at, though, is how small this thing really is. So apparently when you're an ultralight backpacker, you not only have to carry everything that's small, doesn't weigh much, but you can't really eat that much either because the spoon is so light and small that it doesn't really get much into you. Meanwhile, this is the rest of the stove. I can't believe he sent me this stove. It's very, very sweet. And he asked me if I would use it, and I told him I would use it. And so here's my other fuel container, and this is an alcohol stove, of which is of very dubious effectiveness in certain conditions, but in other conditions, I had to admit, it did have some usefulness. So I told him that, yeah, I might give it a try. And then this is the little thingy. Yeah, I think this is what makes the alcohol get a little bit more coagulated. And not coagulated, that's not the right word. Maybe a little bit more concentrated is the right word. So the alcohol, you pour it on this little spongy type thing, and then it bursts into a flame. And then this thing goes around this pan and around this. And so it definitely sort of funnels the heat up to the pan. Now, also, you look at this and you think to yourself, my gosh, with that little of a spoon, I wonder if you can even get anything eaten this way. But I have a feeling what he did was he talked to his wife, and because he's such a tightwad, he wanted a new stove. And so the only way he could justify that was by giving me the old one. So I have a feeling that as he's watching this right now, he's got to be laughing to himself, because he's like, I gave Tom my dopey old stove, and in exchange, my wife was okay with me getting a brand new stove that probably has about 12 upgrades and actually would boil water in something a little bit more resembling one day instead of the 2.5 weeks that it took to boil water for him. All right, so that is, oh, I shouldn't have taken that off. That was a bad idea. But this, I guess I'll just take this off to show this. This is how, I'm not exactly sure how this all connects. Oh yeah, maybe it goes like this. So, yeah, it goes in. Oh, I see. It goes in like so. Look at that. Okay, and then, does it still like the thing? I don't know what it sits on. It must sit on something. Maybe he'll send me that later. That'll be the second care package. Anyway, so that's how the stove works. Goes like so. Sits on that thing and then heats up. Cool titanium pot. I love this thing. It is awesome. And I am extremely jazzed. So, and then he says, enjoy the useless spoon and stained but clean towel. Oh, yeah, the towel, it does have a couple stains on it, but apparently you washed it. And he says, don't forget to add a Bic Mini. I budget approximately 10 milliliters of fuel for coffee and 15 milliliters per meal, plus 20% extra just in case. Notice the emphasis on numbers. I would just say take some fuel. Use denatured alcohol from Home Depot or similar, or heat from automotive stores like AutoZone. So that is it. I am so jazzed. Oh, hold on, one last thing. Look at this. To the best, but probably the oldest guide in the Sierra. From the best, but for sure the most talkative and also likely the most annoying client ever. Smiley face. And I'm definitely not going to read that now. I'm going to read that in private. I will say that I so greatly enjoyed being with him for 5 days. He is an extrovert in the Myers-Briggs sense, and so he gains energy by talking and sharing. I am a classic Myers-Briggs introvert, so I lose energy by talking and sharing. So basically, he sucked the energy right out of me, and then was able to keep on going at a very high pace throughout the course while I lagged behind. But having said that, he was, I found him to be extraordinarily insightful, bright, charming, talented, and also compassionate. And those qualities are, I don't know if they're a rare find these days, but they might be. So our time together was surprisingly awesome, and not because it wasn't a surprise because anything I knew about him, but I just thought, well, 5 days with the same person, just one-on-one the whole time, might be a little tough for me to pull off. But it turns out that he made it. I would say, astonishingly awesome. So, and that is the name of the game in the time that you can guide something like that. That was unusual for me. I hadn't done that before, where I was one-on-one with somebody for 5 straight days. I would do it again, although there are certainly people I know that that would be a nightmare doing that with. But for somebody that I hadn't met before, face-to-face for sure, a couple of phone calls, things worked out great, and we had some really remarkable times. And in fact, on his YouTube channel, you can find him and I talking about a win-win scenario that we worked out in probably the most difficult part of the 5 days on day 3. So anyway, go visit that to get more details on that. And then I will probably have more to say in the near future about our time together, and I might even have something to say about some of this used equipment that some of it I might use and some of it I might not. But thanks for watching. I hope it was moderately enjoyable, and you learned a little bit about, I don't know, used gear or something like that, and also a little bit more about our time together and what that could mean. All right, until next time.